What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some upcoming events for the rest of the week. We do have the ongoing Kassandra fusion. It's happening right now. It's going to be ending in a couple days, 4 days time. Make sure you guys fuse her before this timer ends. You guys will not be able to do so after the timer ends. Also, something to keep in mind is the summon event for the upcoming weekend, which should be a champion chase if Plarium follows the rotation of events. Basically, it goes summon rush, champion chase, summon rush. Occasionally, Plarium will throw in some kind of special event in there, like a hero's path or something, but most likely it'll be a champion chase. If it's a champion chase, then you can pull Kassandra for some extra 500 points. Obviously, be careful not to miss pulling her before her timer ends. So just a quick note there for you guys with Kassandra. Also, something else that's happening in-game right now is the Summon Rush. Now, this is the third summoning event for this Kassandra fusion. A lot of people were going to go for this Summon Rush and then skip the previous two summoning events. So we had a previous Summon Rush and a Champion Chase, and now we have this third Summon Rush. So this one, there is two different chunks of fragments here for a total of 50. Now, I think this is a first for Plarium because usually they never make the second fragment more expensive than the first. What I mean by that is that the first fragment here costs 3,000. The second one should cost 6,000 or less. In this case, it costs 6,250 points. So they increased it by 250 points. We've seen instances where the second threshold is here in this 5-star chicken. So it'd be like 5,500. So you save one secret shard, for example, or it's the exact same kind of ratio where it's 3,000, 6,000. But in this case, it's 6,250. You guys let me know if you guys remember a time when this happened. I don't think this has happened before. So Plarium, for whatever reason, turning the screws on a little bit for this particular summon rush. Now I'm going to get stuck at doing the summon rush and then picking up these 50 fragments. The other thing that I thought was going to happen was that they would put a Titan event right after the Kassandra fusion. This basically just is the exact carbon copy of what happened with Thor. But in this case, no Titan event is attached to this summon event at the end of the Kassandra fusion. Instead, they are putting the Titan event here on January 22nd. So they made a typo in the announcement here, but it's going to be January 22nd. It's going to be on Thursday. That's going to be the start of the Kassandra Titan event. They're going to call it the Odyssey Titan event. You'll be able to get the perfect soul for Kassandra and other valuable goodies. Throughout the course of the Odyssey Titan event, you'll be able to earn up to 580 Eagle points during the first part, lasting from January 22nd to January 25th. Now I'm going to bring up a calendar here so we have a better idea of what's happening here. So first of all, let's bring up the calendar. So it's going to start on the 22nd. Let's get our markers out. Whoops, sorry about that. I was using 2023. Let's go back to 2026. So the 22nd, this is the start date for the Kassandra fusion. They're saying until the 25th, we have 580 points. Now that's a lot of points for not a lot of days. So we have to assume that obviously there's going to be some kind of summoning event. And it's probably going to be 300 points worth of points in the first summoning event. I'm just going to make that guess just because we don't have a lot of days in that first little chunk here for 580 points. So I'm going to say a big chunk here, about 300 for the summoning event, and then 280 will spread across a couple of other events. Maybe a training event, maybe a dungeon diver event, for example. But that's going to be the first couple of days. And then it's going to say 510 Eagle points for the second half, lasting from the 26th to the 1st. So the second half is only going to be a very small amount of points, actually. From up to the 1st, so up to the 1st, it's only going to be 510 points. So again, there's going to be a summoning event somewhere here, right, between at the end of the month, and it's only going to be worth 510 points. Kind of interesting. We do have CVC here. So maybe we'll see like the event dungeon tournament or something during that time frame. But yeah, 510 points spread around that week. It's going to be a little bit more lax in terms of points. The Titan event's going to start off heavy with 580 the first couple days. And then lastly, up to 660 points during the third part, starting from the 2nd to the 9th. So from the 2nd to the 9th, so it's going to end here. So that's going to be 660 points. That's a lot. That's a lot of points. So probably again 300 attributed to the final summoning event. Looks like there's going to be 3 summoning events, which is pretty standard stuff. Now it says that you can earn up to a maximum of 1,750 eagle points, but you will only need 1,500 to unlock all the milestones. Again, that's pretty standard stuff. Yeah. The Titan event will offer various rewards, such as the Oculos Custodian, the Dark Smiles Toast relics, Kassandra's 1, 3, and 5-star perfect souls, and other resources. Now, this is all the information we really have for this event. We don't have anything in the Plarium play calendar, and this is just going to give you a overview of the calendar point layouts. Now, are these relics any good? That's going to be one of the questions here. So usually they offer the legendary relic. So there's going to be a legendary relic at the 4th milestone usually. So you can take a quick look here, and then we can hop into the special events, and they're going to be offering the Oculos Custodian. So what this one is all about: removes all debuffs from the wearer whenever they lose 70% or more HP from damage by an enemy in a single turn. And then you lower the requirements a little bit. So at level 12, it's going to be 50%. So if you lose half of your life from damage by an enemy in a single turn, you remove all your debuffs. That's at level 12. I mean, it doesn't seem that crazy. It gives maybe like a reviver or a support champion a chance, perhaps. If they take a big hit, maybe they can kick off some of the hard CC, and then they can try to revive the team, try to cleanse the team, try to stabilize the team, etc. Right? So it is a little bit of a chance, I guess. But if you're getting hit for 50% of your max HP, that's pretty big. It seems okay. It seems okay. And it's probably going to land in the 4th milestone here. What else is up for grabs? We have Dark Smiles Toast. Dark Smiles Toast. Whenever the wearer's turn meter is filled by a skill. So the wearer's turn meter filled by a skill also heals the wearer by 3% of their max HP. Occurs once per turn. So the heal will go up to 6% at level 12. And then the wearer's turn meter is filled by a skill. Has to be a skill though. I mean, even if you have a skill that heals, that gives you turn meter, you're just gonna get a 6% heal every turn. Similar to, it's just another form of healing. It's just another form of healing. HP and accuracy are actually pretty nice, I guess, for the first 2 stats there. This could be interesting, but there is a cap, right? The occurs once per turn kind of caps it pretty hard, making it less likely that it can be abused. So I think it's probably an okay relic, but nothing too crazy. It's definitely going to add a little bit of supplemental healing, maybe for some solo builds. Like I'm thinking maybe some builds, but it's not crazy amount of healing. It's only 6%, like I said, at level 12. But that's going to be one of the prizes. Now, the other prizes that we have up for grabs, like obviously we can assume that there's going to be a Void Shard, Primal Shard, hopefully Mythical Book, all the big stuff at the bigger thresholds. And then we have 1, 3, and 5-star Kassandra Soul. Now, Kassandra, if you guys got her, I don't know if a lot of people got Kassandra, because it's about 60-40 based on the survey from my channel. It's about 60-40 here. Sorry, she's not a barbarian. She looks like she's the first Argonite. There we go. She's the first Argonite. And if you're just kind of using her in like any kind of random team, she will require accuracy. So something like the 5-star soul will really benefit Kassandra. Obviously, getting 4-star or higher is going to give her crit damage, of course, and then extra attack for the 2-star. So ideally, you probably go for the 3-star, which gets you the extra attack. If you go for the 5-star, then you're going to pick up some accuracy too, because you're going to need accuracy to land, her HP burn, decreased defense. The decreased defense is really important because it allows her to hit really hard. Or you have to have a Veil champion. I don't know which is easier for you, basically building accuracy on her or getting a Veil champion. But if you don't have a Veil champion, you definitely need accuracy on her. Otherwise, she's not going to be landing her decreased defense or HP burn, so she's not going to be doing as much damage. Now, it'll be interesting to hear how many people that got Kassandra will actually go for her 5-star soul, because this is a pretty big investment on a champion that, unless you use kind of full time, it's not really worth getting a soul for, I think. Obviously, a 5-star soul is going to help her in content. It's going to build up her stats and stuff, but it's quite an investment to go all the way in these Titan events Usually it's going to take you at least 2 summoning events to do it. It's basically a fusion. So if you guys never done a Titan event before, it's basically doing another fusion. But in this case, instead of a champion, you're doing the fusion for a soul, which of course is very useful, but we just came out of a fusion, right? So if you just came out of a fusion and now you have to do another fusion, basically on 2 days rest, it's a lot to ask. I think for most people, it's probably a skip for the 5-star soul. Getting the 4-star legendary Oculos relic might be okay, but I think going all the way for the 5-star soul would be very, very difficult, and I don't think a lot of people will actually go for it. There's also a lot of other things going to happen in this collab. There's a lot of other champions that's going to get their chance to be offered up to be gotten before the entire collab ends, so we have to pay attention to that. Now, if you guys watched my prediction video, I did predict basically with 100% certainty that Kassandra's soul would be offered in a Titan event, basically immediately following her fusion. And, luckily Plarium did follow the script and offered her, soul in a Titan event immediately after her fusion. I thought it would be literally immediately after her fusion, but we do get 2 days rest. Hopefully they do offer all the champions in the end and they don't deviate too far from what they've done in the past. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Like I said, there's going to be a Titan event starting on Thursday for Kassandra's 5-star soul. Various things in it. So far, no surprises. Same layout as the previous Titan events. 1750 total points. We require 1500 to get the 5-star soul. It's going to span 3 weekends, so most likely 3 summoning events. I'll cover the calendar once they start releasing the Titan events. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are planning to do. Have a great day. Thanks for watching until the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.